Hello, dear viewers, and a very warm welcome back to our channel. Today, we delve into a fascinating and increasingly tense narrative unfolding within the royal sphere. One that suggests unequivocally that for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, there is simply no inclination to yield, no intention to step back, but rather a deliberate strategy to intensify the already considerable pressure on His Royal Highness, the Prince of Wales, Prince William. As is our custom here, let me meticulously unpack this intricate situation for you. Before we embark on this detailed exploration, I must take a moment to express my gratitude for your continued viewership. Your presence here, your engagement, truly means the world. And speaking of things that bring joy, you might notice this magnificent array of flowers gracing our set today. I've just been informed, and it's a somewhat melancholic revelation, that by next month, this splendid display will be the last of the season. Yes, it's quite disheartening, isn't it? We'll then move to smaller arrangements. I know. But you see, I've become quite captivated by these blooms. There's something so inherently delightful, isn't there, about being surrounded by such natural beauty? I still hear from some of you, by the way, my dear chums. Lovely to see you all, welcome one and all, who occasionally suggest, "Oh, Neil, do quiet down about the flowers. We're not interested." And I often ponder, in genuine bewilderment, who could possibly dislike flowers? But then, as I'm frequently reminded, I do have a tendency to ramble, because I truly enjoy these conversations with you. It's vital to foster that connection, isn't it? Absolutely. I'm delighted you concur, even if it's just a nod of agreement. Yes, well, thank you. It is indeed important, especially when discussing stories of this magnitude. So, as ever, allow me to explain. When one encounters headlines proclaiming the relentless efforts of the Sussexes, as we have seen recently, it brings into sharp focus a pervasive trend. This phenomenon, which I've touched upon in recent discussions concerning royal appointments, is fundamentally about how numerous newspapers, magazines, and various media outlets have been, shall we say, subtly coaxed or even overtly directed into a concerted effort to warm and rebrand the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. However, the fundamental challenge, as many observers perceive it, is that the very brand they seek to resurrect has, regrettably, become somewhat tarnished. You can adorn it with the most exquisite embellishments, present it in the most flattering light, but as I've often remarked, what truly matters in the realm of media and public interest isn't merely appearance. It boils down to ratings, to advertising revenue, and ultimately to whether the public genuinely cares and remains engaged. Now, in my travels, whether I'm encountering individuals on the bustling streets of London or in the more tranquil corners of Yorkshire, I find a consistent sentiment emerging. People invariably pose the same question, or rather, convey the same sentiment. What do you make of this situation? Or what are your thoughts on their return? And this, my friends, is the crucial point. It is you, the public, who ultimately hold the power to decide whether you wish to see these individuals reinstated within the public domain, actively participating in the tapestry of royal life. We have, after all, witnessed numerous false starts with the Sussexes, particularly concerning Meghan's various ventures. Take, for instance, a particular project, a show that was initially launched with considerable fanfare. If you recall, it was reportedly booted onto the streaming platforms in March, seemingly in an attempt to inject some much-needed vitality into their public presence. Yet despite the initial hype, it appears that widespread public interest remained elusive. And the primary reason for this, whether one chooses to acknowledge it or not, and it's arguably not entirely her fault, is that the show lacked a discernible, compelling identity. What was it precisely? It wasn't a traditional cooking show offering culinary instruction. It wasn't a design show providing aesthetic inspiration. It seemed to many to be a rather amorphous collection of moments, perhaps featuring Meghan moving through various settings, perhaps arranging a few dried flowers, or casually placing them on omelets, without truly guiding the viewer through any substantive process. One didn't genuinely learn how to prepare anything. Everything appeared pre-arranged, pre-presented, without the authentic, step-by-step progression one would expect from a traditional, engaging program. In the intricate dance of public relations, the Sussexes communications team, reportedly led by figures such as Meredith Mayne, has been working tirelessly, pushing with considerable force. This includes orchestrating what was described as a secret meeting, subsequently leaked as an exclusive to a prominent tabloid here in the UK. This strategic maneuver ensured that carefully curated pictures could be disseminated, effectively prodding the narrative in a desired direction. However, as I informed you recently, the palace, in a rather uncharacteristic move, decided to retaliate. This counteroffensive was prompted by a circulating story, gaining significant traction, suggesting that during a very brief meeting between His Majesty the King, King Charles, and his youngest son, Prince Harry, discussions had indeed taken place about the possibility of Prince Harry rejoining the royal fold. The palace, with remarkable swiftness and firmness, decisively shut down these rumors. And, crucially, this resolute stance, this unequivocal pushback, originated directly from Prince William. 100% it came from Prince William. Despite this clear signal from within the royal family, this particular brand, this company representing the Sussexes, continues its relentless endeavor to promote a specific narrative. The underlying motivation, it appears, stems from the aftermath of recent public reactions. Following considerable backlash from earlier events, and now arguably overshadowed by a fresh scandal involving Sarah, the Duchess of York, alongside the disgraced Prince Andrew, the Sussexes team has evidently convinced themselves that a return to the royal sphere would, in fact, prove to be immensely popular. This is the narrative being diligently propagated by the remaining members of their communications team. Harry is popular, they assert. It's proven. The evidence is literally there. This claim, they argue, is supported by recent events, conveniently overlooking, for instance, the many empty railings observed in Nottingham during a past visit, which suggested a somewhat muted public reception. Conversely, they highlight events like the Well-Child Awards as examples of overwhelmingly positive public relations. Their argument, in essence, is that it would be utterly illogical if senior members of the royal family failed to recognize this perceived surge in popularity as a compelling reason for the Sussexes' return. They believe the royals should, in effect, view this as a popularity contest and conclude that a comeback is inevitable and desirable. The current strategy, therefore, is to amplify this perceived popularity. Hence the headlines you may be encountering, which speak of Prince Harry's desire for increasingly regular returns to the United Kingdom. And this, my friends, is the truly pivotal aspect of their ongoing strategy. Each time Prince Harry engages with the glossies, the high-end magazines, the digital platforms, the various media outlets, it serves to heighten public interest. Why? Because, in their view, it reestablishes a connection with the British monarchy. This, they believe, is the crucial link. However, the communications team has, apparently, conveyed to the Sussexes that while a return is indeed part of the long-term vision, it will be a gradual process, a slow ride back. Yet the ultimate audacious goal, they are reportedly convinced, is that eventually they will surpass the popularity of Catherine and William, the Prince and Princess of Wales. And it is argued this recent visit back to the UK serves as irrefutable proof, staring the rest of the royal family directly in the face. So, dear viewers, what are your thoughts on this truly remarkable and intricate saga? Do you believe the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are right to persist in their efforts to re-establish a significant public presence in the UK? Do you concur with the assessment that their brand has been tarnished? Or do you see a genuine path to renewed popularity? And what about the alleged pressure on Prince William and the palace's firm resistance? This ongoing narrative certainly provides us with much to ponder regarding the future dynamics within the royal family and the ever-evolving landscape of public perception. Please share your valuable insights and opinions in the comment section below. Your perspective is incredibly important to our ongoing discussions. Don't forget to like this video if you found it informative, subscribe to our channel for more in-depth royal analysis, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next update. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to reading your comments. Until next time, take care.